Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. On this video, this is part two of the Vermibag Max, and yeah, we're still using the new little toy, and so far, I guess it's doing all right. And y'all see here it is tracking me, so I don't have to do anything. Everywhere I move, it moves the camera with me, so that's good. I ain't got to pick the gimbal up and make y'all sick all the time, and that's a bonus for y'all. But in the last video, we harvested the Vermibag Max. We run it through the bucket trommel. So now we're going to run the castings that have dried a little bit through the 1/8 screen so we can get the worms out. I'm not worried about cocoons. I've seen one or two cocoons in this batch, but there was new cocoons, so that tells me the worms are hitting maturity. We just got to get them into a bigger bin so they'll grow on out. So I'm using my microphone this time. I tried to knock out all the wind on the last video using my Earbud Pro, but it sounded like I was talking a mile away. So if y'all get any wind in this one, we're supposed to get some more rain today. So if there's any wind in this one, I do apologize. But we're gonna go ahead and get started trying to get these out and get them in their new home too. What I want to do is I still got the worms in another bin. I've been messing around with them every now and then, taking the top off, sort of kind of doing a light harvest on them, but I was just trying to get a little bit more of that bedding off of them, and I wanted to add these worms to them, so I had a complete count of how many worms that come out of that bag in here. So let me go out there and get that one, and I'm probably going to walk off camera. I don't know if it's going to make it that far around with me. Oh, my dog, look at that. It's coming all the way around with me. Hey, I got a question. How y'all been liking the shirt? Y'all noticed that I got my own swag now? I ain't got none on my website. Well, what do you think about these shirts? Look here, the gimbal died on me. All right, come back live. Come on. You're just ruining my video. Hello. I guess it shut itself off. That's what I tell you. Electronics are crazy. It turned itself off for some reason. Well, now it's back on, so let's go from there. There's problem number one. Anyway, let's get to harvesting these worms so we can get them in there with their brothers and sisters and the rest of their family. As I told y'all the last video, I got my castings have been going out left and right. I got that one bag left that I got to get rid of. But yeah, it seems like it's going to be a start to a good season. At least that's what we're hoping anyway, because we need to expand a little bit. I went and looked at a couple warehouses the other day. What's today? Saturday, Sunday. I went and looked at a couple warehouses last Monday, and boy, I tell you what, rent on a warehouse in Alabama is not cheap. I hear everybody else tell me, "Oh, I paid $200, $300 for my warehouse," and it's got heat and air and electricity. The ones I looked at didn't even have that. They just lucky to have electricity in them, and they wanted a lot more than a couple $100. That's one of them where you just look at me and say, "All right, y'all, I'll get back with you. Just hang tight." I couldn't believe it, man. If I'm gonna want to have to pay that price for a warehouse, I'd just build my own building somewhere and have that money going toward a building instead of buying a warehouse. Crazy, y'all. I wish there was a better way to do this. I really do. You know, we all know that the worms, their skin is about as thin as the skin in your mouth. And I really don't like raking them across this galvanized mesh. But there's no other option unless you want to sit there and light harvest them all, and that is very time consuming, especially when they don't want to move. In cold weather, light harvesting is, if you're not in a room that's heated, light harvesting is a pain because the worms are lethargic. They don't want to move. They don't, you know. So you're sitting there picking worms out 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 at a time to get them out. And this is why we go back to the 1/4 inch screen. I mean, not the 1/4 inch, but the 1/8 screen to get all these worms out. A crazy little gimbal wouldn't let me show you that. It's stuck on my face, I reckon. Lord knows we don't need that happening too often anyway. Get stuck on this ugly old face. Sash. I don't like them going down there in the woods like that. Too many coyotes around here for them to do that. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I wish there was a better way to do this. I wish the worms and cocoons would float. That way you could, if you wanted to, you could water harvest or something like that. I don't like raking them across this. Much less spinning them around the trommel. But right now, that's all we all know how to do. I'm trying to get all the little tiny ones out. But yeah, the ultimate goal is to have the building full of worms and have the second. Well, actually, it'll be the fourth one, the fourth carport I put right there. I'm eventually going to empty one of them that we keep walking to around the side of the garage. I'm going to empty one of them completely out, and that's just going to be for my 4-wheeler and my lawnmower and stuff like that, my garden tools. Thinking about planting my own garden this year, y'all. Since I make all this great biology, well, I don't make this great biology. My little helpers right here make all this great biology. Since I have access to great biology, let's go with that. I'm thinking about planting some cucumbers and some squash, maybe some watermelons or pumpkins, just for the worms. I mean, I'll eat some of it, but just for the worms. That way I don't got to ride around this winter asking for pumpkins and other stuff. But I got lucky. This year. I was gonna have zero food for the worms this winter, and I got contacted by a scratch and dent store who had a whole bunch of pumpkins out there that they didn't sell for Halloween, and they sold me 2 large tubs for $100. I mean, I had to make 2 trips in that truck to go get them all for $100. But you can't bank on that every year. You don't. The first year I done it, I got lucky and had a church that gave me all their pumpkins. They didn't do it again because they didn't sell as many pumpkins as they thought they was. So that left me scrambling. And then a bunch of people in the neighborhood gave me all their pumpkins, and that got me caught up for my second year. Then my third year I went to another church and got theirs, and then this year I had to buy them. So either way, it don't matter. You do what you do, got to keep your farm going. Because when people ain't making compost when I can't make compost during the winter because you can't get the bins completely up the temp. Them compost bins around there, they've been running when it was 20 and we got lower than that. When it got down to like 13 and 20, they was running at 40. Now we've had a couple good warm days, and they're up to 80. So I'm hoping they'll get done before the black soldier flies start. Because when they start, I gotta quit because they will literally take over my compost bin. Then I had to move strictly to composted manure. What is it, buddy? What do you see? What do you see? But yep, I would love to use it. I would use it year round if I could. And the compost I'm talking about is the coffee and cardboard and a little bit of food scraps that Miss Jane teaches you. It is excellent when it comes to trying to produce cocoons. Excuse me, y'all. I got tongue tied. I don't know why the worms love it so much, but they literally, still can't say it, y'all. They literally, well, anyway, they love it. I mean, they will produce like crazy in that coffee and cardboard. I don't know what it is about it. You know, it's one part nitrogen, there's some cocoons. One part carbon, or 2 parts carbon, because I do 2 carbons to 1 nitrogen, because I'd rather be carbon rich than nitrogen rich, because it's easier to fix carbon problems than it is nitrogen problems. Because nitrogen, it'll go bad, it'll go anaerobic and everything else. You ain't got to worry about that if you have a carbon problem. Man, them worms have been producing. I could have got them out of there about a week later, I guess. But anyway, we just about done here, and I'm about to let y'all go. I don't like making long videos. Maybe I should make longer videos so I can get my watch time up. Because you got to have 1,000 watch hours, even if you do got 1,000 subscribers to even go live. Like I said in the last video, me and another guy is gonna do a little show once a week about it, trying to spread the knowledge and the greatness of worm castings out there on the old interweb. But that's the last of that. So we'll be done. And then it's the time-consuming fact of getting all these to what's left in this. I'm gonna light harvest these. Like I said, once again, I hate doing, but we got to do it. I'm gonna light harvest these, and I'll do a total weight on them and see how many we got. But with that said, guys, I hope y'all like, subscribe, share out my channel, help me get to 1,000. We love and appreciate every one of y'all. Well, we're gonna keep on doing what we do here, and drop me a comment down there. What do you think about the shirts? Y'all think I should put some in a shop or not? Would anybody be interested in buying them? They're like them form-fitting shirts. They're that kind of material. Breathe real well. I like them. But anyway, that's all my e-begging I'm going to do. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I'm going to let y'all go here at 14 minutes after. Bye, guys. Oh, I forgot. Once again, keep saving the soil one worm at a time. Y'all know that's our motto. It's on the shirt. Bye.